My name is Steve Tolin. I'm the owner and operator of Tolin FX, and we are doing the special effects for the Lieutenant of Inishmore at WaterTower Theatre. All told, I have done this show 13 times. Several of those have been rental packages that I did not go on site for, but I have gone on site. This is the 9th theater that I've done this production with. One of the reasons I love doing this show so much is that I'm a huge cat lover. I have a lot of cats at home. And, you know, really the catalyst for all of the events that take place in the show is the death of Mad Porek, who is a INLA terrorist. Cat has been killed. There are a list of suspects that may have been responsible for this cat killing, but it effectively sets off a chain reaction that is a series of chaotic deaths that happen live on stage. And he gets his revenge. There are some bullet hit effects, which are fairly simple, but whenever you start to incorporate those into a live theater setting, they can become really complicated in the sense that you have to be able to create these effects consistently, night after night, where, you know, there are several gunshots that go off through the course of the play that have to be, you know, one take every single time. You know, in film you get as many takes as you need to get it in the can and you know, have something that you're happy with, but with theater you've got one take, and each one of them has the potential of effectively ruining the show if they don't go off the right way. Well, I was going to be a biologist right up until I graduated high school, and the old man says, you know, pick the coolest job you can think of, and you know, if I was honest with myself, it was not biology. What I loved about biology, though, was the idea of how closely form followed function and how that translated in the, you know, the organic machine that is animals. And I think that what I really love is, in my heart, I'm a creature man. I'm a creature and monster man. You know, even before all the blood and guts of the Lieutenant of Inishmore, our monsters are really where my heart's at, which is kind of the opposite of biology in the sense that, you know, it's a reverse engineering of form following function, in the sense that you start with function and you get to create this form out of nothing, you know. And so I went to school. There's an art school in Pittsburgh called the Art Institute of Pittsburgh that had, as part of their industrial design program, special effects was a curriculum that you could take. And I didn't know a lot about special effects. I knew that I had always loved creating things. I had always been a painter and a sculptor, and I was definitely interested, you know, in the arts. And I loved watching movies. And I think that I was one of the few people who kind of like jumps into this world and finds that they're really taken by it and that it's really suited to them. You know, I think that more than being a special effects artist, I am a specialized problem solver. You know, so whether it is puppets or creatures or bullet hits or corpses or any kind of special sculptures or mold making or any kind of fabrication that doesn't even seem like it would be a special effect, what really draws me to this kind of work is the idea of coming up against a problem that initially I don't have a clue as to how I'm going to solve it, but I'm able to look at everything around me and piecemeal solutions together.